Well, good morning. It is Friday, July 1st, 2022. Who'da thunk? I got a question for you this morning. Maybe you can help me. I'm trying to figure out what is it with threes and fives. What's so special about these groups of numbers that fascinate us so, and really actually force us to change our behavior? I mean, it's pretty obvious that we've got a thing about threes. You know, three times is the charm. Bad things happen in groups of three, right? We count celebrity deaths or the deaths of people that are close to us in groups of three, which I always found really kind of confounding, because we don't really count them in threes. We think we do, but I'm not sure that we actually do. I think we just, we count, get to three, recalibrate, and start counting again. And so I'm not sure that really works, but we're committed to it. It seems most of us are. It's just this odd curiosity. And three strikes and you're out. I mean, why isn't it two strikes or four strikes? Who decided to make it three? I think that there's something odd about fives as well, but there's a difference. I think threes are interesting. Fives are different. I think fives can be more meaningful, especially when you start looking at fives in terms of Toyota's five whys. The application of this particular principle to lean production changed the world in most respects. And the concept is simple enough. If you ask why five times, you're pretty much bound to get to the root cause of the problem. If you ask why five subsequent times to help solve a problem or to figure out why something went wrong, you're almost certainly going to find an answer that precludes the possibility of, you're missing something and having it come back and bite you again in the future. And five works equally well when we ask, what if five times? What if we do something? What if we go here? What if this happens? And in the same way, if we ask, what if not? What if we don't do something? And I think perhaps the most powerful of all of them is asking what happens next five times. If we do this, or if we don't do this, what happens next? And then what happens next? And what happens next? And all you're trying to do is you're trying to get to that kernel of truth, that the root cause of what it is you're searching for, that kind of wisdom, that kind of knowledge, that glimpse into the future, a way to eliminate or alleviate the pain of, making a mistake. So I'm curious what your thoughts on this are. I know that I try really hard to stop myself from being impulsive, which is a real problem for me, and ask these questions, five questions, as often as I can, to try and get the best results I can. I also try to separate thinking in terms of threes and thinking in terms of fives, as the threes being interesting and the fives being meaningful. So I'm curious. And why is it that we never bother with sevens, other than to say lucky seven? But perhaps you've got some thoughts on this. I'd be really curious on this July 4th. These are the things I think about when I have too much time to think. In the meantime, stay well, take care. Hope to talk to you soon.